I renewed my passport today and it sort of wrecked me a little bit. And part of the reason is that when I came to the United States, when I first came, I came on an H-1 visa, which was for 18 months. And I thought I would come have this amazing experience and then return back to England with this experience that I could put on my resume. And what happened is I fell in love with the work that I was doing. I fell in love with Beth, my wife now. And so I was asked if I wanted to stay. So every single time I have to do anything connected to immigration, what happens is I get a resurgence of all the times that I changed from H1 to J1 visas when I got my green card and then eventually my citizenship. And every single time, every step of the way, there was this moment of you basically putting your life and the things that were going to come next in someone else's hands. And so every time I have to renew a passport, and I haven't had to do that for 10 years now, is that um, those feelings come back up again. So I renewed my passport. It was actually a really easy process. You just go online, you put in your information, and if you're in expiration dates within the right time frame, you can apply for it online. So it was a very easy process. And unlike other times where I've actually had to physically send my passport in, which is even more of a traumatic experience because you're like letting it go and you give it to someone and then they send it back to you with like a hole punched in it so you can't use it again. But what I know now is I can't actually travel until I get my new passport. So there is a sort of lack of control in this moment when you're renewing your passport. So today was like this day of worry, concern that based on past experiences. But it was also a time of excitement because I know that what this represents is more travel, and Beth and I have more travel planned for us to go explore. We're actually doing another High Rocks in Gdansk, Poland. We're going to go back to Beth's parents, where parents and grandparents came from. So she'll get to go there for the first time. And it was also today not only this idea of sort of a little bit of an anxiousness about the process, but understanding the privilege that I have that I can afford to buy the new passport because you have to pay for it. It's $130. Um, and so I know that that's not accessible for every single person. So I really take on that I have this privilege to travel with the US passport. I actually have dual citizenship, so I have my British passport as well. And being able to have those every single time I cross a border into another country, I am really aware of just um, how how honored I am that I'm able to visit different countries and to learn more about myself by learning more about other people and the way that they live. And so, if you're interested in more stories about travel, about making bold moves, about living with discomfort sometimes, or reimagining stories that you've told, or maybe when you have a thing like me, when the passport application brings up all these memories of like days sitting with Beth, not knowing if I was going to be able to stay in the country and then getting that visa in the mail and being so excited that I could stay, and understanding what that's like for others. So if you're interested in more stories like that, subscribe, like this video, watch some of the other videos. You may find something there that you can connect with, and leave me some comments in the comments section so that we can start a dialogue and I can figure out some of the things that happen to me that might help you as I'm sharing those stories.